Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Aww. No, we're gonna keep this going. I don't care. Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon X. So on the last time, we got our second badge, the Cliff Badge, from Grant, who honestly is kind of like the best representation of a rock-type gym leader because, you know, he's a rock climber. Kind of cool. Either way, today, we are going to continue our journey, but before we do that, actually, we need to teach Strength to some Pokemon. And I also swapped out my team a little bit, so Brock is back on the menu, along with Sandile. I haven't decided a nickname for the little dude yet, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to teach King Strength as an HM. I think it might be more effective than Return in the long run, because that Return depends on your happiness values. And I am going to use the Super Repels, just so that I will be unaffected by all the Pokemon. So here we go. Let's use Strength. There we go. Right here, you'll find TM40 Aerial Ace, a very useful move. It's a flying type move that will never miss. And there we go. I got a little shortcut now. And of course, that also means that you have to fight these guys. You know, to get past the little shortcut right there. Alright, so these are Pokemon breeders. They're definitely not the best when it comes to Pokemon battling skills. However, they do have a lot of Pokemon that you're going to have to fight. So you're going to have to just battle a gauntlet of Pokemon, of low-level Pokemon. After all, you know the old saying, the more Pokemon you have, the lower leveled your team is going to be. Litleo, okay. Sure. I'm just going to roll out. And now I believe the experience share will be turned on. And I think that the next time I'll turn off my experience share will be at level, I want to say level 32, I believe. I mean, I have to look it up, but yeah. Rollout time. I mean, I'm just doing this as a multitasking. Yeah, for multitasking purposes. Pikachu. All right, you're done. Ah, nuts. Nice. Yep, level 32. You're really good at this whole Pokemon raising thing. I mean, you're a cutie, but I am, and you're really, and you're on the continuing warpath of mine to victory. So now we have a quick little shortcut back to Camphrier Town if we want to. But also, now that we have a bicycle, we can effectively maximize our day-carrying efforts. Because believe me, I am going to, because this might be one of our last opportunities in the main series to abuse the system so much. Yeah, they're still not good enough. These Skidoo and, or Skidoo and that, and Honedge. I mean, since I plan on using them, you know, eventually anyway, I figured I might as well. Now to think of a name for Sandile. I'm not entirely sure if this is how you spell Jezebel, but it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, super training. I think Sandile really wants to work out. Yeah, Sandile, work out, baby. Or Jezebel, work out, Jezebel. Let's go. I just naming them by like actual names because I literally have nothing. I literally have nothing better to like name these guys. See, that's what happens when you don't have planned teams anymore. You just don't go for it. Man. Alright, so I'm moving the amulet coin from Rose Thorn to Jezebel. And she will be the main cause of everything as we continue along in our little journey to ultimate power. Evron. So, typically with Battle Chateau trainers, you can basically tell what their ranks are, you know, if they say it, or until they say it. I have no idea, but what I do have an idea of is that Jezebel's gonna work out very nice. She actually has a neutral nature, so the stat distribution will be, you know, just neutral. Oh god. So either way, we beat that guy. I'm just gonna keep on, you know, doing all of this just so that I can hopefully have a chance to increase my rank. And I really should use my Paralyzed Heal on, like, everybody and not just your target acquired, commencing attack. What? That's very noble of you, Viscountess Julia. Like, how? How do you even work? Why? Level 17. And level 22. Emergency, emergency, abort mission immediately. How does this function? I was created solely to do battle. What do you mean? What do you mean, Ayla? What do you mean? Ayla, what do you mean? Chrono Trigger, what do you mean? Swirlix. I like this one. Swirlix is a bit of an interesting little guy. He's a bit of a, or yeah, she's a little bit interesting, man. It's really interesting. Also, I might be dead here because, you know, I just remembered that Swirlix is fairy type. And probably gonna be really bad. It's gonna be really bad. So I'm just gonna take out CJ and just end it all. Bye-bye. And there it is. It's not that I didn't underestimate you, but I certainly didn't expect this. I'm pretty sure you did expect it. Yes, you did, because I win, and you didn't. So you are automatically a sucker. Beatrice, let's get this started at once. I've been chomping at the bit. You were chomping at the bit to, you know, fight me. IRL. Yes, you were. Thank you, Tentacule. Ah, you ass. Clear Body is an ass ability. Actually, it's a really useful ability. Clear Body is. It's a very useful ability because it can't be infected. Clear Body Pokemon can't be affected by Intimidate whatsoever. So it's good. Level 25 for Brocky. Level 18 for Jezebel. Leo to level 26. Yes, this is what I wanted. I just love a good sound defeat. Really? You enjoy getting your ass kicked? To be fair, some people do enjoy that, I bet. I don't want any pretty words. Just show me what you got. Yes, just show me what you got. Yes. Viscount with your Esper and toe, yes. Yes, indeed. LOL. Alright, we beat that guy up. Rose Thorn gets to level 25 where she learns Magical Leaf. This is a grass type move that never misses. So thankfully, we can just get rid of Razor Leaf for that. Now I'm starting to think that we could have used these moves like an incredibly long time ago. But we just didn't have the nerve or the the nerve or the weirdness of it. Because I am just as blindingly, fantastically, famously as I look. I mean, of course, but you shouldn't really say fantastic in my experience. Also, Cwap. Now, Cwap is interesting because this is a Pokemon that's exclusive to Pokemon Y. And I believe the X counterpart is, in fact, Clauncher. It eventually evolves into Dragalge, which is it's an interesting little Pokemon. It is. I would have loved to talk about, you know, Pokemon like Dragalge, but since I'm playing Pokemon X, you know, anything to satisfy my needs. Alright, let's see. No level ups. A true star like me knows how to lose with grace and style. Grace and style. Even if a star loses, it doesn't show any sign, or it doesn't stop. What? It doesn't. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce the arrival of Viscount Cullihan into the hall. Or Cullihan, or whatever. Yeah, so now, so at that point, sometimes when you enter a room, you'll get that announcement that a new trainer has flocked into the room. So you'll be able to at least encounter another person before you leave the Battle Chateau. Pancham. Alright, you're cool, and you're also done. Level 19. Wants to learn Mud Slap. That will decrease the accuracy of the opponent while also taking you know, giving damage. So much better than Sand Attack. See? I really do know nothing. Perhaps I'm not cut out for the battling life. Well, unfortunately, you're stuck as a battler for the rest of time. So it's a bit of an unfortunate thing for you, but it's not unfortunate for me. Because I'm the man. I'm the man with the plan, Stan, man. Blan. If you go down this way from where you entered in the northern entrance, actually, of, you know, Connecting Cave, you'll be able to find this boulder right here. And that will make it much easier for you to get to the part of Route 8 that actually has wild Pokemon in it. And I actually do kind of want to stay here a little bit. Yeah, I know, my title for my recap, my thing of what I was going to do next in the previous video was very misleading. I know, it's crazy. But maybe I actually do want to find some Pokemon that I might potentially use. I mean, I already told you the Pokemon I was going to find here anyway. So now's the time to put, you know, all of the theories into practice. Even though it's not really a theory, but it's definitely something. These will work great because our Pokemon are much higher level now. Sploinkity Sploink is now ours. Spoink. It bounces constantly, using its tail as a spring. The shock of bouncing keeps its heart beating. Ah, yes. Remember that Pokedex entry of Spoinks, where if it legitimately stops sploinking, it dies. Or rather, if it stops bouncing, it dies. Oh, good lord. So I guess Survivor isn't actually exclusive to Y at all, or X at all. It's just part of a giant. It's just part of a giant ass raid battle. But thankfully, that's what we have Leo for. Okay, I didn't know about this. Okay, so this is wild. Ah! Okay, so this is wild. So rather than fight you, Seviper and Zangoose will just fight each other. I mean, in the Pokemon lore, Seviper and Zangoose are mortal enemies, so they'll often go for one versus the other. So that's a bit of an interesting little tidbit. Yeah, 2 Pokemon in a row, meaning I go to level 20 because of that. Alright, let's see how many experience we get for this time. Level 28. Which definitely means we're going to have to be taking off that experience share relatively soonish. Sploinkity sploink again. Oh, Meanfoo. Amazingly, I don't have you yet, Meanfoo. I think I might as well take it. I mean, it's purely to fill up the decks. I'm not even sure entirely if I want to end up using it or not. But I might as well just use the one Ultra Ball that I have to secure the capture. And by that, I mean get so close that it just breaks out anyway. Ayo! Meanfoo, baby! I mean, it's also to make sure that Jezebel is caught up in levels too. So we are making progress. It takes pride in the speed at which it can use moves. What it loses in power makes up for in quality. So Meanfoo is literally not cooking because it just wants to for the content. Meanfoo cooks and is ready whenever it's ready. Oh! Oh! Okay, interesting. There's a horde of Tailo. There's a horde of Tailo. Interesting, interesting. It's gonna be a very long day. But I'll see what I can do. Yeah. I think that's about all I can take of Route 8 for a while. So why don't we just head back after we read that Tailo has a gutsy spirit that bravely makes it take on tough foes. It flies in search of warm climates. That it does. That it does. Alright, we're going back now. Alright, Menhir Trail. This is the next route of our beloved good old-fashioned journey. I mean, it doesn't have the same sort of coolness as, you know, Unova Route 10. Because it's not supposed to be climatic. It definitely isn't, but you know what? Yeah. Just yeah. I'm gonna take off my bicycle and actually use strength in a more methodical way here. Wait. Yep. Got the usual strength puzzle. There we go. There we go. That's what I mean. Also, definitely not using this to, while I'm also, you know, looking up all the information about Route 10. And there we go to the place where we can find TM73 Thunder Wave. You know, Thunder Wave. All right, let's see what's in. Let's see what's in the good old grass today. Eevee, my boy. Eevee is a Pokemon that can evolve into one of 8 types of evolutions that we call Eeveelutions. And in this generation, Yeah, 8 would be correct. Because 8 is now the number of the next evolution that you have today. Well, it's not really called number 8, but basically X and Y introduced a new evolution. A long-awaited evolution, but actually it's not really long-awaited, but it's more like, you know, we've had Glaceon and Leafeon for so long that, you know, a new evolution just seems like a wild thing to have. And it's always a big deal for Eevee. Because Eevee evolving into one of many different types of Pokemon, depending on the situation, is kind of cool. And there goes all of them. And, well, here's the thing, though, actually, about, you know, evolutions this time. Flareon is actually kind of useful. A rare Pokemon that adapts to harsh environments by taking on many different evolutionary forms. Yeah, the wild thing is that Flareon, arguably one of the worst evolutions, actually is kind of underrated this time around. Well, here's what I mean about that, before we move on any further. What I mean by, well, sort of underrated is because, well, the sort of part comes in the fact that its physical move pool is definitely still not that great, but it's actually kind of useful early on for once in its life. Because at this point, all evolutions now have an updated level up moveset. So, for example, now Flareon gets Fire Fang at level 20. That's probably going to be the only big Fire-type move that it's going to have until, you know, level 45 when it gets Flare Blitz. I mean, even still, it's still kind of great in that regard because now Flareon can actually be useful for something rather than just waiting for the right TM. I mean, yeah, it still has to wait a long while for it to actually get something good, but it's way better than having a useful move learned in the level 70s now. So yeah, you just have to wait until level 45 for Flare Blitz. But then again, you do have Fire Fang on your side now, so it's all good. Either way, I'm getting 2 EVs. I'm getting 2 of these, and... oh, hello. This place is flowing with power. I often come here to recharge. Flowing with power, you say, Psychic Robert. You and your Solosis's. Psychics genuinely have, well, Psychic-type Pokemon. And that's about it. So you'll know what to expect when you come across a Psychic. And there it is. You and your Pokemon's power levels are incredible. They're over 9,000 for sure. Man, I can't believe Dragon Ball ripped off that meme. Like, jeez. I can't believe it myself. They're just stones, right? What's they? I mean, yeah, what's they? No one knows what you're talking about. No one truly do be knowing what you be talking about. It's like, you know, they're just stones, right? It's like, what if the player character doesn't know? Like, who's they? Obviously, they're talking about the... oh. Oh. Well, there goes that. All right, hang in there, King. Yeah, King. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna revive Jezebel. Now, now for Eevee to evolve into its new evolution that it has in this game, you're gonna have to do a little bit of work for it. We'll just say. It's not a whole lot of work, but it's definitely some work. Azumarill. This could potentially be a little bit bad because now Azumarill is like part fairy type and I'm kind of scared. What if you got like a fairy type move that can kill me? I mean, I probably don't have to worry because I got strength. Or you can just use rollout and yeah. Yeah, or you could just use rollout. It's fine. All these are Pokemon that you've never seen, that never have been seen before, by the way, so I'm showing them. Level 26. And level 22. Embargo. No. We're not doing that. Dunsparce. I think this basically means that tourists have, like, more rarer Pokemon. Also, I like how the other day I was looking up people's reactions to Scarlet and Violet's Dunsparce evolution, and literally, I love how they just take Dunsparce and just make it bigger, and just have one more segment on his body. I love it. Believe me, when we eventually get to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you'll know. You will indeed know. You'll know the full story. Alright, let's zoom. Hello? Stop right there. I remember you. You're the one who foiled our fossil finding plans. Now that you're here standing around in these stones, do you have any idea what they even are? Of course you don't. You know nothing about the legend of 3,000 years ago that says... What does it say? Ah, whatever. Who cares about that? It's time for me to get some sweet revenge. With style. Okay. I'm pretty sure people might remember you if you had a name. But... you do not have a name. All you know is just Team Grunt, Team Flare Grunt. I almost said Magma Grunt. I mean, they're both red. Okay, this could be kind of bad for me because I don't have any other ground type moves. So I'm not. Oh, that was a crit. Dude! Golbat, that's sort of bad for me. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got CJ. Yeah, never mind, CJ. Never mind, we're good. We're good. We got CJ. We're fine. We're fine, bruh. It's like, yeah, we got rollout. We're good. Amazingly, I'm faster than you. Yeah, amazingly, I'm faster than CJ. Or faster than Golbat. Faster than CJ. Amazing. Boop. There it is. Level 29. 29! And level 23. You may beat me again, but when I lose, I got it style. You know, you really like your style, do ya? I'm styling. But you're styling too. What the? How could I lose again to a little punk like you? What are you, some kind of trainer prodigy or something? I see. Roger that. Heh, gotta love the Holocaster. I get updates on my mission in real time with this stylish device. Who would have thought that this thing up must have been one truly stylish individual too? And on that note, it's time for me to scram. With style. You know what? I appreciate his talk about style. Next time on Pokémon X, we continue our journey on Route 10. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching and goodbye.